What is the purpose of life? According to His Holiness the Dalai Lama, the answer is simple: to be happy. But how do we achieve happiness in a world filled with stress, pain, and uncertainty? That's the central question behind The Art of Happiness, a unique collaboration between Eastern spiritual wisdom and Western psychology, as shared in a series of profound conversations between the Dalai Lama and psychiatrist Dr. Howard Cutler. This book is not about blind positivity. It's about inner strength, perspective, compassion, and training the mind. Let's explore the timeless lessons that help us cultivate lasting happiness, no matter what life throws our way. 1. Happiness is a skill, not a gift. The Dalai Lama doesn't see happiness as something we stumble into or receive passively. Instead, he teaches that happiness is a skill that must be cultivated deliberately. According to him, our natural state is one of warmth and peace, but we lose touch with it because of mental habits like anger, attachment, and fear. Through repeated practice, like training a muscle, we can shift our mindset and rewire our response to life. This includes mindfulness, self-awareness, and choosing compassionate responses over reactive ones. Happiness, then, becomes less about circumstances and more about how we interpret and respond to them. 2. The mind is the key to everything. One of the core messages of the book is that our internal state determines our experience more than the external world. Two people can go through the same situation, say, losing a job, and have completely different emotional reactions. The difference isn't the event. It's how they think about it. Dr. Cutler shares psychological research that supports this idea. Perception shapes reality. Cognitive reframing, choosing to see things in a more constructive light, can dramatically reduce suffering and increase peace. The Dalai Lama puts it simply: the source of happiness is within us. 3. Compassion is a path to joy. Compassion is not just a moral value, it's a psychological strategy for well-being. The Dalai Lama believes that when we focus too much on ourselves, our problems feel bigger. But when we shift our attention outward, when we serve, listen, care, and connect, we feel more fulfilled. Scientific studies now back this up. Compassion and altruism activate areas in the brain linked to pleasure and satisfaction. Helping others doesn't drain us. It energizes us. The more we practice kindness, the more connected we feel, and that connection is at the heart of human happiness. 4. Dealing with suffering. The Dalai Lama doesn't shy away from suffering. In fact, he says, suffering is inevitable, but misery is optional. We all face pain, loss, disappointment, illness. But how we relate to pain changes its impact. If we resist, deny, or wallow in it, we suffer more. But if we accept suffering as a part of life and use it to grow in strength and wisdom, it transforms us. He encourages us to develop mental immunity, a resilience that keeps us grounded through the ups and downs. Like physical health, it takes time and habits to build. But once developed, it allows us to endure hardship without breaking. 5. Letting go of anger and hatred. One of the most powerful insights in The Art of Happiness is about anger. The Dalai Lama views anger as a destructive emotion that blinds us, narrows our thinking, and poisons relationships. While it's natural to feel anger, it's not helpful to act from it. Instead, he offers a different approach: understanding. When someone hurts us, he suggests we ask, what kind of pain must this person be in to act this way? This doesn't excuse bad behavior, but it dissolves hatred and opens the door to wiser, more compassionate action. Letting go of anger isn't weakness. It's emotional intelligence, and it's a gateway to peace. 6. Balancing desire and contentment. Desire is natural. We all want things. But when desire turns into constant craving, it creates suffering. The Dalai Lama teaches the art of wise desire, having goals and dreams, but staying grounded in gratitude and contentment for what we already have. In Western culture, we're often taught to chase more, more success, money, recognition. But this can become an endless treadmill. True happiness, he says, arises when we balance ambition with acceptance. Cultivating appreciation daily trains the mind to notice joy where it already exists. 7. Training the mind daily. You don't need to be a monk to find peace. The Dalai Lama stresses daily practice. A few minutes each day to reflect, meditate, or reset your focus. Even simple practices like mindful breathing, journaling, or reflecting on compassion can have a powerful cumulative effect. Cutler emphasizes that in psychology, lasting change doesn't come from insight alone, but from repetition. The same applies here. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Just take small steps toward training your mind. Day by day, those steps change how you experience the world. Let's wrap up with 5 actionable insights you can apply from the art of happiness. Start your day with intention. Spend 5 minutes each morning reflecting on your goals and mindset for the day. Practice compassion. Do one small act of kindness daily. Even a warm smile counts. Reframe suffering. When something bad happens, ask, what can I learn from this? Gratitude journal. Each night, write down 3 things you are grateful for. It rewires the brain for joy. Train your reactions. Pause before responding emotionally. Ask yourself, is this reaction helpful or just habitual? The art of happiness is not just a philosophy, it's a way of living. It reminds us that happiness isn't found in possessions or perfect circumstances, but in our mindset, our habits, and our ability to care for others. Through a blend of ancient Tibetan wisdom and modern psychology, the Dalai Lama teaches that peace isn't something we find outside. It's something we build inside. Thank you for listening to this audiobook summary on Vibery. Join us every Thursday for more spiritual and mindful wisdom. If this inspired you, be sure to explore our other playlists throughout the week. Remember, happiness is not a destination. It's a practice